All right, welcome everyone. So excited that y'all are joining us. It is December 17th, and this is going to be our last team call for 2018 because the next two Mondays are going to be Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and so we will regroup and see each other again on January 7th. So watch the Team Win Facebook group and also the Voxer for any announcements that we might have. And I'm not going to really share anything else because I want Julie to be able to share, to get everything in that she's going to share tonight. So for those of you who don't know who Julie Herbst is, she is my upline leader. She's my mentor. She's absolutely wonderful. She is mom to Hannah and Max and wife to Joel. And Joel is also a national marketing director with the Juice Plus company. And Julie and Joel are just absolutely wonderful and have really poured into our entire team, but me specifically over these last 13 years. So I'm so super grateful for them. And Julie is the architect of Mission Driven Model. So she is going to walk us through the getting started section. So I know that there's a couple of you on here who are newer reps. So this is going to be awesome for you just to get the training straight from Julie. So, okay, Julie, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you, Carmen. Thank you for those sweet words. And you guys, it's so much fun to be with you. And let's just dive right in and talk about how simple it is to get people started with our business today. And, you know, people join our mission for all different reasons. You know, most of the time they have experienced Juice Plus and they love it like all of us, and they start naturally talking about it. Or maybe you know they love it and you say, you know, would you like to do a Zoom event with me and invite your friends? Or do you want to do a smoothie party at your house and I'll come? And sometimes they have interested friends, and then it makes sense to say, would you want to share Juice Plus? These could be your customers. Sometimes cost comes up when we're sharing Juice Plus with people, and then we can bring the business up with them. Sometimes people are absolutely looking for another stream of income, or they want to do this part-time or maybe even full-time too. They love the idea of the benefits package. So for whatever reason, people are joining our mission, we get everybody started the same way. And that really keeps our system very simple and duplicatable. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is how we're getting people started, no matter where they are with wanting to do our business. And this is really, really exciting and wonderful. So the first thing is to bring them on Zoom, hopefully on Zoom because it's so ideal, to missiondrivenmodel.info. And I always tell them, don't even write it down. I'm going to text you this link, so don't worry about that. But this is something that you can pull up on your computer or your phone, which is really handy. And let me just tell you what the Mission Driven Model is. I think it's important for us to clarify what the Mission Driven Model is. So this is our system for sharing Juice Plus with people. And I love it because it's about our mission. We say, join our mission. We really are on a mission to inspire healthy living around the world. And so our mission-driven model starts with getting started, which we're gonna do in just a second. But we all live the mission of inspiring healthy living around the world. That's our company's mission. And wow, do we do that in all kinds of ways, not just by sharing Juice Plus and the Shred 10 with people, but we offer free resources. Like we have a free cookbook every 4 months, and we do monthly webinars that are so good. So you can tell them a little bit about the Healthy Living Revolution. And I say that living the mission means that you're trying to inspire yourself to get healthier, not to be perfect with our health. And by doing that, we inspire other people too, because we love what we're learning and we love our resources, and we just are having fun getting healthier together as a community. So we live the mission, and then we very often get to share our experience about Juice Plus because we are living that mission of health. And so we can get customers, and then we do customer care. And many of those customers realize the benefit of Juice Plus and the value of it, and they flow right into our team. Now, does everybody have to be a customer to be part of our team? No. Many people see value in sharing Juice Plus and getting started on it at the same time. Sometimes that's a cost thing. Sometimes it's a make sense thing. You know, they're already seeing that they're going to be telling people about it, or they just love the idea of Juice Plus. And they might even be just making an intellectual decision to take Juice Plus. A lot of people love the research, things like that. So that's our mission-driven model. We live the mission. We share Juice Plus, we get customers, we take care of them, and they flow into our team. And so our mission-driven model is just wonderful, and it works with how we do our business. So let's click on Get Started and take you through just the basics of our business. And this is really so simple. And you guys, I just want to tell you that in the past, when we started people up, we have fire hosed them with a lot of information, because we don't want to leave anything out. We want to tell them all the little details of everything. And some people can handle that, but very few. People really just need to know the very simple basics of our business. So what we have done is we have narrowed down what are the things that they really need to know as they're getting started, and let's leave all those other things out. We can fill in the blanks for people as we go along, okay, as they start to get moving. So get started. The very first thing, very exciting news, because if you want to, and that's important verbiage, if you want to, you can earn up to $400 in bonuses in your first 60 days if you want. And this is in addition to the paycheck that you're going to get, which is really neat. So how does this work? Well, in your first 30 days, the Juice Plus company, and I just start reading, will mail you a Healthy Living Plan, HLP, $100 bonus when you place your own Juice Plus order and you help 2 other people who live in different households from you. So this can't be anybody who lives in your house. They have to have a separate address, credit card. But if they get started on Juice Plus, just 2 other people besides you, you'll get to the first commission level of 6% and you'll get the $100 bonus, which is really neat. Then in the next 30 days, you can keep going if you want to and share with 5 more households and find 1 new team member, somebody who wants to join our mission with you and join the business. And between you and your new team member, you guys can do those 5 households together, which is kind of neat because they're going to place an order. That would be another household, and so on and so forth. And then you would receive the 2,000 plus, that's what this bonus is called, $300 bonus, and a free Juice Plus conference ticket. There's 2 conferences every year. And you'll also achieve the 14% commission level. That's the second commission level. And it's just so exciting. So you can get to the first 2 commission levels. There's only 3 of them. You can get to the first 2 and earn $400 in your first 60 days. Okay. So let's just look at this in a little bit deeper detail. And sometimes I'll pause and say, is that exciting to you? And almost always they say, oh yes, that's exciting. Oh wow, that is exciting. Okay. And it seems very doable. That's what's neat about it, because when they see what they can do in the first 30 days, people think doable. And this is doable. Okay, so there are a couple of little videos here. They're only like 2 or 3 minutes that kind of highlight, these bonuses again. You can come back and watch those later. But let's click on tracking right now. And we're going to look at these 2 forms. The one on the left, we're going to go first. And even though it looks a little bit overwhelming, it's really not that hard to read at all. So I'm going to take you from top to bottom so you can understand. So right at the top, these are the first 4 steps as you're getting started. And if you want to, you can go through each of these steps. What's really neat is that our company incentivizes you, gives you bonuses for moving through these at a certain pace. What if you miss that pace? What if you miss the 30 days or the 60 days? They let you start again. They let you slide the window, which is really fun. So it's really very doable, and they really come alongside us and they want us to get these bonuses, which is neat. So we talked about the first 2, but just so you know, you can go to step 3 and you can go to the top commission level. That's the third and the top commission level. And look at the bonus there, $600, which is really fun also. Okay, but let's just talk about these first 2, because this is where you could get started. And we already talked about the HLP, the Healthy Living Plan. This position is called Direct Distributor. And what you're going to do is 500 points, PVC points, in your first 30 days with you and 2 households like we just discussed. You'll earn retail sales profit. I'll tell you what that is, plus 6% commission. And you'll get the $100 bonus, okay? And so let's talk about those PVC points, because that's new. What is that? Well, if you look down at the chart, you'll see all the Juice Plus products right here on the left, and you'll see the point value for each one of them. So what are you taking right now? I always ask them, what are you taking right now? If they're already on Juice Plus. And almost always they say the trio. And I say, okay, good. So see, the trio is right here, and the trio is 169.50 points. Okay, and you can see all the other products here and all the point values for each one. So if you order your trio, 169.50, and you help 2 other people do that too who live in different households, then you would have 500 points, because 169.50 times 3 is 500. So does that make sense? I'll stop and ask, does that make sense? And they say yes. And they get excited. I sense excitement. They don't say, oh, I'm excited, but I can kind of see that registers with them. And then I say, and then you can keep going if you want to and do 2,000 points in 60 days with your new team member, remember. And what's really neat is their own orders count toward them doing the step 1, but they also count toward you doing year 2000, which is neat. And you'll get the retail sales profit, which will go over 14% commission now, $300 bonus for you, and your sponsor gets $300, and you get a free conference ticket. So really fun incentive, and I'm going to help you do this if you'd like to. Okay, so let's talk about retail sales profit. And first of all, everybody pays the customer price for Juice Plus. And these are the prices, the monthly installment prices with the shipping included, which is just a really nice reminder sheet to have here. So you can print this out and have it right in front of you. I'm going to tell you how you can print this all out easily. So these are the monthly prices with the shipping, and this is the pay in full. So if they're already on Juice Plus, you can say, you know how you get a 4-month supply of Juice Plus, and they say yes. Or if they're brand new and they haven't ordered yet, you would tell them you're going to get your Juice Plus in a 4-month supply, and people can pay for it monthly or they can pay in full. And I always recommend the monthly installment. We know that people stay on Juice Plus longer if they take it on the installment, but everybody's going to pay the customer price. But because you're joining our mission, you're going to get the difference between the customer price and the wholesale cost, which is called retail sales profit. And everybody gets to start to earn that right away. So let's go back to your trio. You are going to earn back $39 in your paycheck for your own trio order. And every time you share the trio with somebody else, you're going to earn $39 for each one of them. And that's right now, without doing anything. Now, once you do this HLP and see how it's color coded, and they laugh, as soon as you do the step 1, the healthy living plan, now instead of 39, you're earning 49. And when you do the 14%, the 2,000 plus, now you're earning almost 63. And then if you want to go ahead and go to the top commission level in your first 6 months, you can actually earn almost double what you would earn as a brand, at the $39. You could earn almost double. So does that all make sense? I always ask, does that all make sense? Do you have questions? And normally they never have questions, you guys. This is so clear to them, and they feel empowered because they understand the basics of the numbers, and we've gotten all that heavy stuff out of the way. That's the hardest part of this getting started, is doing what I just did. Okay, so now we're going to go back. I say, now let's go back. And this is really nice because it's a tracking form, and you can print this out, and I'll show you in a second. And isn't it fun that there's sticky notes, and you can actually print this out and write on the sticky notes just like you would real sticky notes with all these names. Okay. So you can come back and get these. Let's go down and just talk a little bit more about what you'd like to do with this. I know for me, $500 a month was really going to change things for me. It was going to help me get to stay home with my daughter. So I know that was a big deal for me. What would $500 or $1,000 per month mean for you? And then I just pause and let them answer for a second. And then I'll say, so what do you want from this business? At first, I didn't know. I wanted to pay for my Juice Plus, but now that you've heard my story, I don't know. What do you think? So I keep relating to my story, you guys, and I like that. I think you should bring your own story into this. And then I'll say, when do you want that? Do you have any idea? And then I'll say, how much time do you think? I love that question, number 4. How much time do you think you could commit to making this happen? They always give me an answer, which is really interesting. And sometimes I can help them with that too. Like if this is a busy stay-at-home mom, use your own experience. If you're a busy stay-at-home mom, use your own experience to tell them how you do that. Or if they're a business owner and you have a business owner on your team, you can say, I've learned from some of my friends who are business owners that, they'll work a little bit in the evening, and then they'll take some time on Saturday morning to work. Give them some ideas too. But a lot of times people will come right back with, how much time would you like to commit? And they'll answer that question. Okay. Now, getting set up, sometimes they're set up when you're doing this and sometimes they're not. So this will take shorter or longer depending on if they're new or they're not. Like they've already started. I think it's ideal to send the Join Our Mission link. And if you guys don't know, on your juiceplus.com website, if you go up and you click on the tab that says virtual franchise, and then you go over to, oh boy, it's the business, I think it says the business. And then you go down to Join Our Mission. You can send a link from your juiceplus.com website to your potential team member, and they can click on the link and just fill their distributor application out themselves online. And you don't even have to do it on the virtual office anymore. And that's nice because they're putting their information, their personal social security number and all of that, and you don't have to even hear that. So they can do all that by themselves. And so sometimes they're already set up. So I say, we've already submitted your application, and did you get your email with your username and password? And they say yes or no. And sometimes they'll pull it up right then. And I'll say, because this is your own virtual office, and this is really neat because this is an office where you can place orders, but you can also manage your data. You don't have to know everything that's on this virtual office. I'll guide you through as you go, but there are a lot of helpful things on here too. So this is something that you'll get. And the very first thing that we'll do on there is we'll set up your own juiceplus.com website, and you get your own juiceplus.com. I'm finding, you guys, a lot of people are doing this already right away, very quickly. But if they haven't taken time to do that yet, then you can pause on the Zoom and you guys can do it together and set up their website. I always like to tell them about their Juice Plus website. I say, if people come to your website, they can click on buy, and they can go ahead and they can order their Juice Plus right away on your website. And I said, what I do, so see how I'm bringing my experience in again? I'm telling them what I do. What I do is, if I've already talked to them about the trio, I've already talked to them about the shake, I've already talked to them about the omega, I send them links for these so they don't even have to come to my website. I'll pull up the trio on my website. I'll copy the URL at the top. I'll send them the trio. Then I'll copy the URL for the omega and send it. I'll copy the URL for the shake and send it. Why do I do 3 separate orders? Well, because it doesn't cost any more to put them on 3 separate ones. A lot of times I put the omega with the capsules because that's the same time frame. But sometimes people drink their shake, more than once a day, or they share it with other people and then they run out. So it's better to keep them on separate orders. So that's your Juice Plus website, and you'll get that. You can also put orders in on your virtual office too. Okay. And so right here, right here is a quick video to talk about setting up your juiceplus.com website. So we can do that now, or you could do it later. I kind of give them the choice. And then placing orders. This is a video that you can watch about how to place orders and all the ins and outs of that. And here's an order form too. And sometimes we'll look at the order form for a moment, because you know what I love about this, you guys? You can tell them how you talk about the daily price of Juice Plus. And I really like this. I say $71.25 a month. But when people say, wow, how much is Juice Plus? Because a lot of times that's the question we get. I say that's the best part. For less than like a cup of coffee, you can have 30 different fruits and vegetables. And I always say $2.38 a day, $1.48. So kind of memorize those daily prices. And this is helpful. I don't tell them this on the getting started. I just say, talk about it in the daily price. Okay. And then we're going to go back and I say, have you ever heard of Voxer? And they say, yes, sometimes, or they say, no, I've never heard of it. And I say, it's so neat. It's a walkie-talkie app for the phone, and it allows us to protect our personal time. And we talk to each other on a walkie-talkie. And this is really helpful because even when we get off of here today, you might go, oh, I forgot to ask Julie this question. Well, you just jump on Voxer and say, hey, Julie, I have this question. And so that makes sense to them. And that's step one. After this is over, this Zoom, I always go right to Voxer and try to start communicating with them. Okay, let's talk about how you would share Juice Plus with people. People always want to know, what would I say? And so the first thing is, who would you talk to? And we call this the think pad. You may have heard this called like a memory jogger, where you're writing down people. And again, I go back to my experience. Maybe you're like my story, where 19 years ago, we didn't have smartphones, or I didn't even have a computer. I had to get out a piece of paper and start writing down everybody in my life. Today, I would encourage you to still do that, but they're in your phone and they're on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat. You've got all those people in your life and you're connected already, which is really neat. So the think pad is really thinking through who to talk to. And if you think you don't have enough people to talk to, you can come back here and look at this. And you do. I mean, Juice Plus is safe for everybody. It's so much fun to share and people will love it. So what are you going to say when it's time to say something about Juice Plus? Let's click on stories. We teach people to develop a story. A story means what you would say if Juice Plus comes up. Okay, so you're living the mission and all of a sudden, oh, I get the chance to talk about Juice Plus. What do I say? So I'll say to them, you're already on Juice Plus, so this is going to be the story we're going to do for you. But if you have never taken Juice Plus, this is the story that we would use down here. But you're already taking Juice Plus. This is what I'm saying to them. So your story would be something like, I was feeling tired, run down. I was losing my hair in the shower. I kind of remind them of my story. And I say, and then my sister told me about a really simple way to flood my body with 30 fruits and vegetables every day. And it just made so much sense. And I cannot believe the difference in our health. I went from feeling sick and tired to incredible every day. And I feel better in my 50s than I did in my 20s. So I tell them my short little story packaged like that. And then I say, do you notice that I didn't say Juice Plus in that story? And they'll go, yeah. And I'll say, because when you say Juice Plus, they're thinking, juice is plus. They're distracted by that. I say, so I kind of want to get them to say, what is it? How did you add 30 fruits and vegetables to your diet? So we'll talk about that for a moment, and we'll talk about what their story would look like. And if I don't know their story, I'll ask them, so tell me, what would you say right now? Kind of fill the blanks in for me. And I'll have them walk through it. And then I'll give them a couple suggestions about it. But I'll tell them, you know what? You can type it out, and we'll remind you to do this, and email it to, Carmen and I, and we'll help you with it, because it's really good not to memorize it and sound like a robot, but to have it ready so that you can share it with people. And they feel really empowered again with this, because now you guys, you will not believe, people hang up from the Zoom and they know what to say to their friends and family. And I love that. I don't know that we've done a great job with that over these years, but we're doing it now because this is so simple for them and they understand it. Okay. Now the next thing is social media. So you know what? We talk to people one-on-one, but we also talk to people on social media, don't we? Social media is where we talk to people. So how do we share on social media? The same way. So we are going to create curiosity. So people are wondering, what is she holding in her hand? What shake is she drinking? What is she talking about? So I tell them what we do on social media most of the time. It's not that you'll never ever show bottles of Juice Plus or that you'll never say Juice Plus. Sometimes you will. But it's really good to create curiosity so that your friends and family don't go Googling Juice Plus, so that you get to tell them about it. So I'll say, you could take a picture of the capsules in your hand and say, what a blessing that my friend Carmen shared this with our family. I can't believe I'm getting 30 fruits and vegetables into my family every day. Something as simple as that. Or here we go. And you take a picture of the gummies in the kids' hands. I can't believe my kids get this free, or something like that. I give them some examples. I always read Jessica's post because I love it so much. I looked in the mirror yesterday to put my makeup on, and for the first time since puberty, I put the lid back on. I didn't need my makeup. She generated so much interest from that post. She had all kinds of comments. I said, so what did she do when she was having all these comments? Did she say, yeah, go to my website and order Juice Plus? No. She said, oh, I can't wait to tell you about this. Let me private message you. So we're teaching them to take that conversation offline. And I tell them, if you can call somebody, if you can say, hey, can I give you a call? I would love to tell you how we learned about this. get on the phone with them. That is the best thing ever. I know some people will say, no, let's just talk on here. Why don't you send me, some information? Then you would send a video and stuff. You can do that too. But I love the conversation because it's a heart-to-heart thing. Okay, so we talk on social media. And then when people are interested, we're going to connect them to a resource. We have 3 resources: a video, events, and 3-way calls. Okay. So first, videos. What we've done here on this link, What is Juice Plus, is we've highlighted the most popular videos. And so you can actually send one of these videos if you'd like as a starter video, and you can watch these because there's only a few of them. You can see which one you really love the most. I really like sending this 5-minute one because they're going to learn all about Juice Plus, the research, everything in 5 minutes. And this is a good starter one. So if you click over here on the video link, you can send just the URL for this video. Okay. And then right next to the videos, there are more videos like on the complete. Here's one, this one, but then there's more videos about the complete and even like recipes up here that you could send people. Once they get started on it, they always say, well, how do you make your smoothie? You can send them these recipe links. So these are some others. Sometimes people will say, well, what about soy? And we even have some videos right here about that. So you can send these as resources to them. So videos are wonderful. And these are just a few of many that we have. And you're going to find the ones that you love the most. And you're going to send those videos usually to people. And there's so many good ones. The next thing is an event. And events are one of the most powerful things that we do. They really will help you get customers and they'll help you find team members. This is how I built my business and I still do today. Events are so powerful. So right away, if we can, when we get on Voxer after the Zoom, let's set up some dates for events. We can stay in our pajamas in the evenings and we can do events just like we're doing on here on Zoom. Or you can do some events at your house too, like a smoothie party, a wine and wellness, a salad in a jar. What would be most exciting to you for an event? So I'll ask them about events sometimes and they'll say, I love the idea of a wine and wellness event at my house, or I like the idea of being in my pajamas here. So we'll talk about that for a few minutes. And then I'll say, and the last thing is what we call a 3-way call. And we only say 3-way call between us. We don't call that to people. But this is where you connect a friend to Carmen and myself. And you can say something as simple as, I'd love for you to meet my friend Carmen. She's been eating and sharing Juice Plus for 15 years, and her story is so encouraging. I'm so excited. You can do this and connect people with Carmen so they can hear her story. It's kind of like sending a video, but you're inviting them to meet another friend with a story. And you might even have some people in your life, close friends and family, that you say, they would be great at sharing Juice Plus. I would love to work with them and spend more time with them. Those are people you want to bring to me, the national marketing director. And you guys, if you're doing this and you don't have a national marketing director on, then you want to say, I can't wait for you to meet Carmen. You are going to love her. And she's going to be able to do these with any potential team members that you have. And it's so wonderful. We'll bring them to her and we'll go over this verbiage again. Okay. And then finally, it's following up. And this was the scariest part for me. It was easy for me to share Juice Plus. Again, I'm going to bring my experience in and I'm going to say, this follow-up almost paralyzed me. I knew that I had to call people and ask them for their credit card if they wanted to get started. And I just was so scared. And I want to tell you that what I learned is that not only could I do this, but this is how people's lives change, is because you choose to do the follow-up. So if this is scary to you, I just want to encourage you that this will become one of the most favorite parts of this for you. I know it will, because you're going to see people's lives change because you choose to do this. Okay, so 3 questions. What did you like best about the video? Or what did you like best about the event? And what about the part about Juice Plus? Did that make sense to you? Do you have questions? Questions scared me. And let me tell you, that's why you have Voxer. Whenever you get a question you can't answer, you get on Voxer and you ask us the question and just say to the person, what a great question. I don't know the answer, but I'm going to get it for you. Okay. And then finally, adding Juice Plus was the best decision that I ever made, or adding Juice Plus was such a blessing to our family. Would you like to get started? You just have to push those words out. And you guys, I tell them that's what I had to do. Julie, ask right now, would you like to get started? And they laugh, but it makes them feel good. And most of the time when I say, does that help? They say yes. And that answers all the questions that I had. You know what I've been getting comments about as I finish this up? And I say that, by the way, you can print everything we just did. You can print it in a checklist type of way, which is really fun. You can print this out. You'll have the points chart. You'll have your tracker. You'll even have a story worksheet where you can write out your story. So you can come back to this website, and I'm going to send you the link, and you can print this out. But I say, so how do you feel after all of that? Was it a little bit overwhelming to you, or do you feel like you have an idea? And you know what they always have said to me, and I'm on a track record here of, oh, that was simple. Like, I understand that, and you answered all my questions, is what I'm getting from them. Now, what do you do as the sponsor, as the next step? You get on Voxer, and this is your checklist of what to do with them. You come back and you remind them about, okay, oh, we got to set up your juiceplus.com website because you hadn't done that yet. So you go back through the checklist with them and say, okay, let's talk. When it's time for them to place their first order, you help them. Then you come back and say, let's work on your story. Let's plan events. Okay, that's your job as the sponsor, is you come back and use this as your checklist to prompt them on all of these things, okay? Carmen, I hope that was helpful, and I hope you guys really are excited about this. It is working, and you are going to love it.
That was awesome, Julie. Thank you so much. I'm so thrilled that we have this resource that we can really refer back to over and over and over again, and we can practice, and we can take more notes and remember your verbiage, because you just are such a master at it. So we just really appreciate you taking 30 minutes to share that with us tonight, and we love you. And Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays.
Take care.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Bye. Merry Christmas.